it's not, I mean, I think seed money is a different concept than investors, but
Well, I'm saying, where do you get
started?
started at the different, where do you get your, you know, your first round, second round? I mean, it's probably small, yeah, not the smaller scope, but where do you, are there VC, you know, investors, so who are the individual foundation, institutional, VC?
An angel, like you say, first round,
Yeah.
all the different stages.
So you need access to the markets. Where's the, not just access, if you, anything you're going to do, I mean, this feels like this is a solution looking for the problem, is you need, you know, I would think identified market. Where's the
Market
market
opportunities
thing?
up at about 11:30. 11:30. Keep going.
Untapped market opportunity.
Okay.
Those are the two things we have here so far.
So, okay, where are all their ideas? You know, if you're doing it,
You've got the vision down here. Is that what you mean?
Well, vision, yeah,
but it's a whole, you're an entrepreneur, you need an idea bank. I mean, part of it is you don't just go after one and just go for it. It's hit or miss.
Well, that's maybe the closest, but I'm not sure that hits what you're talking about either.
Yeah, I mean, I would think as for any entrepreneur, you don't just go. I would say you want. Oh, maybe just where's the idea generation process part of this thing here? That's it.
Yeah,
the bank is where you do it, so it's really.
Well, I mean but that gets to a different point too, though. I think.
Well, that's a proven concept. That's a solution. So I think what you. So I would maybe put into here, because this is a process. I would put into here is the. Bank.
Yep.
You know, lots of ideas, rather than just. I mean, the same things apply for a social entrepreneur as you know, a company who is.
Yeah,
more
I
off
mean,
an idea.
yeah, you can remove that, and a lot of it's the same.
You know, I think of because of this is you ought to. Where's the government? Where's the investors? Where's the government?
Yeah, so we've got them here, but maybe we need to make a line from
investment.
here to here.
No, I'd be thinking.
Traditional grant makers, somebody's got here too, not connected.
I would just say.
Government right in there.
Yeah, is where when you think about the things that are, you know, what are the things that are killing the planet?
Yeah.
That the government needs to, you know, play a role in, not just individual, because it's just tough. It's just like, okay.
We talked about being able to cut through red tape earlier, and that was in context of a government conversation or NGO government conversation, but we didn't really connect that to anything or associate that with the social entrepreneur yet.
Yeah, if you get into it, it's easy to do, because it's all about entrepreneurs come up with ideas, and but it's good to put it in the fighting poverty. And it just changes the focus. But most of it looks like a traditional entrepreneur. Is there anything that is unique about a social entrepreneur? Anything that would be specific or unique to this? Someone who's doing this versus someone who's
Yeah, so one of the things that I've heard from just a couple social entrepreneurs I've worked with is that they have a very difficult time getting notice for resources, whether it's investment resources or experts as resources, because those sources of investment or expertise, one, don't know who they are, two, don't know that they're not just, you know, some random little guy off the block, and why should they spend time with them? So there's that access issue. and that networking issue. But that could apply also, to your point, to any small entrepreneur.
Yeah. So where's the thing about?
Proven business model. I mean, a lot of social entrepreneurs don't have a proven business model, and it's harder to prove that concept. Because many of them actually haven't thought about a business model.
Versus they would be less likely to think about it than a.
Well, if in fact it just happened because they saw a need and filled it, they may not have been thinking about actually building a business. They might have just ended up with one.
So
You know
what
what
I would, I'd be, kind of sits out here. I see this thing says need, but where are the greatest needs for social entrepreneurship?
Downtown Los Angeles?
No, macro, no, I would be thinking, well, macro needs. Now, I'm not an expert in the subject, so I'll go there, but I would say one is major around recycling, around ozone, around toxic waste,
Environment generally. Yeah. Health is another one where you could list a whole bunch of health services.
It becomes, because a lot of the health things, that's all driven by, it's all the for-profits. I mean, it could be, but let's say more about the health. It's not, it makes me think about pharmaceutical companies. All they think is about making profit, not about the social good.
Right. But if you think about hospitals, and if you think about some of the developing world or the second and third worlds, health is a big nonprofit social entrepreneurial business. Maybe not in the U.S., but outside the U.S. it is.
Basics is sort of there is when you get into the poor,
Well, poverty, what we're talking about, right? Because a lot of the microfinance are.
But I'm just thinking, so who are they? Is it the?
Well, so let me ask a question. Like, one of the things that we had around here was connectedness and access to like subject matter experts and things like that. So the list that you're doing there are ideas that could be fed into social entrepreneurships. But how would they get access to those ideas? Like, how would they know what?
Well, these aren't IDs. These are market needs.
I mean, I know they're market needs, but what we're looking for here is, what does a social entrepreneur need? They need to know about those market needs,
well, exactly.
right?
They need to understand the whole market. Either they say, hey, I am focusing this entrepreneur may be focusing in one or more of these areas and say, hey, this is my niche because my expertise is in this area, this or this or this.
You just hit a good one though, which seems to be everybody I've spoken with. Social entrepreneurs specifically have a problem with focus, because once they get into any one of these needs, they also have to address a whole ecosystem of needs and infrastructure needs and educational needs.
That's the definition of entrepreneur. It's always that front end, and now you say the tactical piece. How do you? I mean, that's what you got to do. But in the front end, you need that, and then you have to do the transition. You need to be able to transition it to someone who can execute. Yeah. Okay. This is but this is weird because I typically spend a lot of time looking at the social needs, and I just I recognize that, and so I go, what are they?
Yeah.
And how should I
There's a lot.
how should I spend more of my take some of my time and contribute to some things as small, could be local, it could be.
And on the health front, water.
Well, I was just going to say the other thing. Now, I was thinking of that, then you got me there. One is just, is water.
Water.
Basic water it's a commodity here. Yeah.
It affects people doing arts and crafts in the Philippines, whether they have water, right? I mean, it's amazing how all of that's connected.
To some, just survival. Yeah, that's what I meant. Drink. Yeah, just survival.
I know, but I've worked with some entrepreneurs who they never would have put water down as a critical need, and yet they had a famine or a drought the next year, and their business was completely shut down because all of their constituents, people who were working in the business, they were spending all of their time going out to get water to bring back to the community, so they didn't have time to work.
So, where's the? You really want to do it do it well, there needs to be education. Where is the education? I mean, educating the entrepreneur, because if you're really doing it for social reasons, how do you know what's important? Is it your view, or have you really looked into it and defined it? Here. So which is the biggest one of these? So
well, education becomes a need there,